Going on to you, Taurus. So you have the Seven of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Ace of Cups, Two of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Sun, the Five of Wands, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, and the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see. A lot of you Taurus are just looking at past relationships like stepping stones to get a better one. Not saying it from a perspective of trying to use people. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that using what it is that you've learned with the relationships that failed to now get to a relationship that would work for you is the point that I'm trying to make. The Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups is about and yes, there's going to be there's been a lot of changes to get to this point where you are, but those changes were most definitely necessary. Two of Wands. One of the things that you needed to change about yourself in particular is your temper. Earth signs have a temper. Earth signs and fire signs have a temper, pretty much. Really, everyone does, obviously, but the water signs, water signs aren't really regarded as having tempers too much. Even though they do, they tend to hide it sometimes. And use games in order to, but earth signs and fire signs will usually be the ones to show their tempers, right? Outwardly. And a lot of you Taurus realize that that's one thing that you had to get together, because regardless of sometimes that relationship would end because of your temper in the past. And sometimes, even if the other person is full of it, they will still act like you're the one that's bad because of the fact that you got a little bit upset. So the Queen of Cups now is about how a lot of you Taurus see the forest for the trees. You see the bigger picture. And a lot of you have learned to, like I said, take care and to curve more of that temper that you have. And because of it, a lot of you are pretty much sitting well, because the Sun, you're able to see where a lot of people's intentions are coming from, right? A lot of people, like I said before, they will get caught up. They will slip up. You will catch them slipping, because they will say certain things, do certain things. And then now it's okay. It is what it is, because you see them, right? Because the Five of Wands is that, and this is where there's no kind of argument or a fight going on, because they would expect you to be upset and go after them and stuff like this, right? Create that drama. But now a lot of you Taurus are choosing to really walk away from the drama, but just excommunicate them out. Stop talking to them. Don't even interact with them anymore. And the Ace of Wands is that this is where they can end up getting confused, because they thought that they thought that what they've had going on was they thought that you would have stuck them around no matter what it is that they said and done. And obviously they were wrong, because you Taurus didn't let them just stick around. They had to actually leave. Okay, so now bringing that into the future, a lot more of you Taurus have that level of self-respect, to where a lot of you Taurus are not going to, again, the Emperor, a lot of you Taurus are not going to allow yourself to just be sacrificed. And what I mean by that is scapegoat you, right? People will, look, to put it bluntly, people can get you caught up in some real dangerous situations sometimes. And it's situations that sometimes you would have most of the times actually, you would have volunteered to be in, because of the fact that you wasn't able to see what exactly was going on around you. So the Knight of Pentacles represents, and one of those examples is how people would listen to what it is that you want and give you what it is that you want for a little while, so that they can essentially figure out a way to betray your trust. Because that's one thing that you know people who play games do. They have selective hearing. They listen to you quite well at the very beginning, to listen to what you like so that they can play games with you later, which is completely stupid. It is the dumbest. It is the dumbest stuff. How weird and how off. Anyway, that is. I've said it off camera and I'm gonna say it here. Anyone who does that, you weird. That's something off with you. But a lot of you Taurus know that that's a thing. So again, you now know that you're not going to allow yourself to be sacrificed. And what I mean by that is the idea of ignoring the things that people do and what they tell you, simply because you don't want to stir up controversy. Because Taurus, you can be a zodiac sign that needs peace. But sometimes, to be quite honest with you, Taurus, you can be complacent or a little bit too comfortable in your peace. That's part of the reason why such traumatic events happen to you. It's because the world is trying to show you that not everything is going to be peaceful. This is why you share a planet with Libra. You have to establish that peace yourself. When people want to start acting up, foot to butt, foot to butt, foot to butt. Then after that, then you can go, okay, now when they learn their lesson, that's when it is that you go, all right, now you can establish your peace. You're not going to be able to establish your peace all the time with talking to someone. You know why? Because they're going to do everything they can to disrespect you. So you have to let them go. You have to let them go. Right? Them thinking, again, Two of Wands, that it's cool to enrage you and get you upset and get you like a raging bull, basically. Now you starting to see red. You tearing up your own apartment, throwing dishes across the room or whatever, because you are upset or whatever the case may be, obviously. And now those people are sitting up there laughing like, ooh, they're stupid. So let's clarify the Emperor. See, and I say things like stupid because, again, you have to check their psychology. They're not healthy. I don't know who in their right mind thinks, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to plan having an argument. Yeah, it's like, you're a weirdo, because there's so many other things that you could be doing. Instead of doing something constructive with your time, what are you going to do? I'm going to get into an argument with my significant other. You a weirdo. Who, like, people sit, like, for you to sit up there thinking about that, you got to be a whole weirdo to actually sit there and be like, yeah, I'm going to have an argument or start something with my significant other. Make no mistake about it. Those relationships with those thugs and those other counterparts that think that they get something good, it's a dysfunctional, socially awkward, parasitic, parasocial relationship. Let's clarify the Emperor, please. Let's clarify that. Let us clarify the Emperor, please. The Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Moon. Here those people are now coming back because you, Taurus, finally found your self-respect. You found your self-respect about a few months ago. But a lot of you, Taurus, have been showing your own self-respect by taking care of yourselves for these past few months. Now the Six of Cups, those goofy behinds now want to come back and say what's up. Even though the Moon, you're not going to say what's up to them because you don't care what it is that they have to say. Ace of Wands, because you know that they're coming in with drama. Ten of Pentacles, you did everything that you possibly could. It's not up to you, Taurus, anymore to see what they've got going on. They had their chance and they blew it.